Okay guys, in this problem, a contractor is informed that they must line a 230-foot canal with concrete to a thickness of half of a foot. They are allowed an average excess tolerance of 10% on the total volume of concrete. How many cubic yards must the concrete company be ready to send to the site? So this problem is all geometry, so let's get right into it. First of all, we know that this thickness is 6 inches. So let's get the square footage of the bottom of the canal's concrete. So we can do 6 inches times 1 foot over 12 inches times 10 feet. Which will give us 5 square feet. Next, we can find the thickness of the concrete required for the sides of the canal, and remember that there are 2 of them. So to do this, we are going to first need to find the hypotenuse. All we are given is the slope of 2 to 3. So what we can do here is, seeing that it's also given us the height, we can simply do a ratio here and solve for the width here, which will then help us to solve for the hypotenuse. So we can say 2 over 3 equals 15 over x. Solving for x equaling 22.5, and now we can use the Pythagorean theorem to say that 15 feet squared plus 22.5 feet squared equals y squared, which is the hypotenuse. We can see that y comes out to 27.4 feet. So next, we can get the square footage for both sides of the canal now that we have the hypotenuse. So we can say 27.04 feet times the thickness of 6 inches times 1 foot over 12 inches for our unit conversion, times 2 because there's 2 sides to the canal, and that's also going to give us 27.04 feet squared. If you're confused real quick why that number is the same, it's just because we have 6 over 12, which is half, and then we are multiplying by 2 again, so it just works out that way in this case. Now step 4, we can get the total volume of concrete required. So we can sum up the 5 square feet with the 27.04 square feet, and then multiply by the length of the canal, which is 230 feet, and even multiply by the thickness of 10% we are allowed to ship to the site. And doing this math, we will get 8,106 cubic feet. Now the answer needs to be in cubic yards, so our last unit conversion is going to be 8106 times 1 yard cubed over 3 feet cubed, which is going to give us just about 300 yards cubed, which we can see over here is one of our answers.